Hello everyone, Tina here. I'm back again to share another card project with you. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're using some Spellbinders Club kits. We have the Stamp and Die of the Month Club kit. It's called Forever Yours. Super fun, all about Valentine's Day. Stamp and die set means I have the die set. And it'll cut out not all of the greetings, but a few of them. So we'll be using this on our card today. And then I'm also going to be using the Stencil of the Month Club kit. This is the two-way heart stencil set. It's a layering stencil set. Pretty fabulous, I must say. I love the Argyle Valentine print here. And then you also have a little heart background. If I'm not mistaken, the heart background's great on its own. And then the Argyle print has 4 layers to it. These 4 layer together to create real fun Argyle prints, but a few of them are great on their own. You have the hearts, even the little diamonds are really nice, and then you have this print here. It's pretty cool. So we're going to be using these little tiny hearts, which are just super fun. I'm going to leave this out. I'm also bringing in a couple more die sets from my stash. Oldies but goodies. I think this is probably one of my favorite floral die sets from Spellbinders, and I'm glad they still have it. It's called the Be Bold Blooms, and I'm going to be using this on my card. And then for my background panel, we're going to be using the Mirrored Arch Labels die set. Let's go ahead and jump in and get started. First, let's create our background because we're going to use some texture paste on it, and I want it to dry in time. I'm going to trim down some red cardstock. And I'm going to trim it to 3 inches. And then I'm going to take my stencil, just place it right over that panel. I'm going to tack it down. And then we'll do some quick stenciling using some texture paste. My favorite for a white background is the Opaque Matte. They have also a transparent texture paste that dries clear too, which is really nice. We're actually going to use that on our card today too. Okay, that is wonderful. Let's go ahead and lift this up. Look how fun that is. I love the way this looks on red cardstock. I'm going to put this to the side. We'll let this dry, and then I'm going to bring in my card base. Let's go ahead and lift all of this up. I'm going to put this back here. Now I'm going to clean off my stencil and bring in my transparent texture paste, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to do our card base. So this is a top folding card base. I don't want texture paste on the very top, so I'm going to mask this off. We will we're having a lovely day out, and boy, everybody's outside working, picking up those leaves. Okay, let's go ahead, mask off that top section. I'm just using my 2-inch roll of Post-it note tape, and then I'm going to add my stencil here. Now when I do this part, I'm going to tack it down. When I do this part, I'm really only going to be focused more on the left and the right, not down the middle, because we have our panel that's going to be covered that. So just the sections to the left and to the right. I just wanted something a little bit extra. So let's bring in, and I mentioned this is transparent, so this is just going to be clear. Another option with this texture paste, if you don't have transparent, another option would be the heat emboss with clear embossing powder. That would work for today's card. Just doing tone on tone. You could also do the white, the opaque on here also. The transparent tends to be a little bit more shiny than the the opaque matte, that's why I'm using this. Okay, let's go ahead and take this off. So this is going to give us a little bit of dimension. And then I'll remove my mask here. And I'm going to let this dry. Let me show you what it looks like. Actually, I did pretty good. I only got a little bit on here. I could probably reuse that. But look. Another option too would be to take this panel and emboss with it. So put this over the top and run this through your dry emboss it. So that's another option too. Okay, let's clean this off and I'll be right back. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping while our card base and our panel dry. We're going to stamp with our Forever Yours. I'm going to stamp our alphabet and then the I love you. I'm going to bring in some white cardstock. Now I'm going to stamp the alphabet with my VersaFine Clair. We'll just give that a good press. And I'm using I thought we would use black ink today. And then I'll take the I love you and I'm going to stamp the I love you with Candy Apple, which is a Pink Fresh Studio ink. We're going to die cut out the I love you and our alphabet. We'll just run this through my Scout, which I haven't used in a while. Okay, while we're die cutting, I'm also going to bring in some of my pink cardstock, and this is where we're going to die cut out our flower with the Be Bold. So many different flowers in here, but I want to use this one that you can layer all three of these pieces together. And then I'm bringing in some green cardstock. My son's going in and out. I don't know if the camera's you can tell. And then I'm using some peridot. This is pink sand, and this is peridot cardstock. We're just going to run these through here too. So our flower will be done. Okay. And then we'll also die cut out two of our background panels. This is going to be our largest, and I'll die cut out a smaller one to go with it. Now we're going to do a little bit of ink blending on our flowers. I want to add some red. So using the same red ink that we used for our I love you, I'm just going to use a blending tool. And I'm going to go over the edges. I just need one of my flower stems for this one. I'm going to use my Pink Fresh Studio Olive. And we're just going to highlight a couple of the leaves here. And that is all there is to that. Now I'm going to clean off my work surface and we'll put together the flower. It's really very basic. Okay, what we're going to do is bring in our glue, and then I'm just going to add glue to the very bottom here, to the very bottom here. We're just going to layer these together. Once we have these layered, I'll add a dot of glue at the bottom. We can add our stem. And we'll add some glue and add our leaves also. Now when I add my leaves, I'm going to add one to the top here, and I'll add one to the bottom on this side. And there is, aren't those such pretty flowers? And you can mix and match the stems. Okay, after we have this done, now I put one leaf on top, one leaf on the bottom, because I'm going to put this right underneath my heart. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Bring in some small foam squares. And I'm just going to add one here, but I will add one behind my flower and the flower leaves. Now I placed my flower across the alphabet. Okay, but I made sure that I left this part open. And then this way I can take my I love you and I'll put this where it goes here. We kind of sandwich those two together, but we have a little bit of dimension. Okay, now I'm going to layer both of these together just using my glue. And then I'm going to pop this up with some larger foam squares, and we're going to place that on this panel here. Another thing that I love about the texture paste, the opaque and the transparent, is how fast it dries. The pink cardstock that we use, the pink sand, I'm going to trim down a thin strip and bring in some stripe paper too. So about 1/4 of an inch is showing. And then I'll add some more adhesive. And then we'll tack this down to our red pattern paper. And then I'm going to add these to our texture paste heart paper. And I'm going to show about 1/8 of an inch of that pink cardstock. Anything overhanging we'll just trim away. I'm going to take this panel and we'll put some adhesive behind here. And we'll tack this down. I'm going to tack it down about 1/4 inch from here. And then, so about 1/2 of an inch is showing on this side. So we have some nice textures in our background. And then I'll take this panel. I'm going to add some, we'll put some tape runner behind here. And I'm going to place this over here. Now we need a little shine on that heart, so I'm bringing in my loved glaze and glue. I'm just going to go over it. I'm bringing in my Spellbinders Color Essential Gems. This is the crystal mix. I'm not going to use the iridescent ones. I'm going to actually use the snowy, kind of cloudy ones. And we're going to add just a little bit of sparkle. And that finishes my card for today. Using the Spellbinders, 2 Spellbinders Club kits. We have the Stencil of the Month Club kit, and we also have the Clear Stamp and Die of the Month Club kit for December 2024. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.